I want to make a pronouncement over your life. You belong here. You belong here. You belong here, from the front of the room to the back of the room, from the most educated to the least educated, from those who everybody knows your name to nobody knows your name. You belong here. It's so easy in this world to project confidence, but to really possess confidence is a different thing. It's easy to appear confident, but when Paul got ready to defend his ministry, he didn't list his credentials. He said, the reason I'm confident is because I belong to Christ. I know who I belong to. I belong to Him. And so wherever He puts me, and whatever He gave me to do, and whatever giant He put in front of me, He already promised and guaranteed in advance to give me the power to triumph over it. So if God puts something really big in front of me, that means He's so big inside of me that He is greater than anything that comes against me. I came to preach to somebody today who's intimidated by your situation. Your giants are no match for your God. Stop looking at your life from a surface level, because you'll always be discouraged. You'll always be afraid. You'll always back down. You'll always shrink. If I looked at my life from a surface level, I wouldn't be up here preaching today. I grew up in a town of 6,000 people. In the town of Moncks Corner, South Carolina, there are 6,000 people who just logged off of YouTube streaming live when they saw Pastor Joel wasn't preaching this Sunday. I mean, this center section is like the size of the town I grew up in. And there's a part of me that will feel, even as I'm preaching to you, I don't belong here. And I will have to tell myself many times through this message, you belong here. You belong here. Don't you still feel that sometimes? Even as good as you can sing, like, isn't there times when you feel like awkward and you like, man, you're moving around and you're like, I'm moving weird right now. Am I, and you have to remind yourself, no, I belong here. God positioned me here. God called me here. And it's not just for a stage. I'm not just saying for a stage, to raise those kids, to survive this season. You have got to know, you've got to have the kind of confidence that comes from knowing who you belong to. And when you know who you belong to, it's very powerful because you can see beneath the surface. To know that even what looked like just a stick in Moses' hand, which was completely insufficient to part a body of water like the Red Sea, when activated in faith and stretched out in faith, it became enough to drown an entire enemy nation. So whatever's in your hand today that God has given you, you've got to learn to look at it at a different level. Like if it's a little boy's lunch and it doesn't even look like enough for that little boy to eat and be full, you've got to look at it a little different and know, if I can get this in the hands of Jesus, if I can get this in God's hands, these abilities, these talents, this opportunity, if I can get this to the source, He will multiply it. And not only is everybody going to get fed, not only is this little bag of food about to become a golden corral buffet, not only is everybody going home with leftovers, but it is going to set the stage for me to believe that every time God puts me in a situation where I feel I'm not enough, I have a history with Him to know that beneath the surface of my situation is a revelation of a God who is in me that is greater than whatever's against me. I know y'all heard me preach this 3 times, but shout about it. It is enough. I am enough. It is enough. I do belong. I like how he told that boy, go back up there and look again. I heard something. I heard the sound of the abundance of rain, Elijah said. You need to take another look. And I came to declare over your life, you need to take another look. You've been saying, oh, I got only a little bit of oil in my house. It's certainly not enough for this situation. Take another look. Go around and ask your neighbors for other jars. You'd be surprised what it could become when you believe that you belong, when you believe that the one who called you will never forsake you, but will enable you. Paul said, you're judging by appearances. You keep comparing you're behind the scenes with everybody else's highlight reel. No wonder you're depressed. You're scrolling past all day long these moments that don't tell the whole story. They're carefully selected scenes. I'm not saying delete Instagram, but maybe. Maybe you're tripping running your race because you're looking all around you. Maybe. Judging by appearances, Paul's like, it's not what it looks like. Hey, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a single video or live stream. And share this video with a friend. And don't forget, you can join me live every Sunday. Thanks again for watching.